But Sean, why does it already feel like it's Friday? It's been like a super long week.
I know. It's only Tuesday.
I feel like, I don't know, maybe it's because LSU. I don't know, but it feels like it's, yeah. So I don't have a football team anymore. I mean, they're still, no, they're still my team, but I mean, I don't have any in the race. You know, the Saints not doing anything. And then now they got nerve to say they're thinking about hiring Lane Kiffin. His name been floating around. I'm like, I'm gonna write my letter and we'll see where it gets me. And all right, Miss Abrams, I'm gonna send you to a breakout room because Miss Holmes just zoomed in. All right, everyone, I'm gonna call the docket. When I call the docket, you need to let me know you're here. Otherwise, I'm gonna assume you're not here and a warrant may be issued for your arrest. Jamar Clark, Randy Folsom, custody. Clinton Dixon, custody. Joseph Matthew Juarez. Ashley Robin Jones. Ashley Robin Jones. Marcus Tremaine Butler. Is he in custody? All right. Lawrence Cloud, custody. Jorge Jimenez. Antonio Garcia. John Lopez, custody. Malik Lampkin. Thank you. Luis Gandarea, custody. Jesse Orozco. Noel Elliott, custody. Joe Longoria. Paul Carpenter, custody. Jorge Morales. Jacob Andrade, custody. Antonio Vasquez. Ashley Robin Jones. Billy Joe Reynolds.
Here you are.
Thank you. Mark Anthony Rattler. Mark Anthony Rattler. Michael Robert Garza. Aristide Brown. Aristide Brown III. Liliana Portillo. William Waddell.
Here.
Antonio Corrales.
Present, Your Honor.
Giovanni Batty Jones.
Here you are.
Jimmy Vara, custody. Michael Anthony Garcia, custody. Aristide Brown. Aristide Brown III. Nashia Harrison, custody. April Ann Pettis. Dejanay Havana.
I'll keep the court form. I-10 was parking lot.
All right. Omar Herrera, custody. Cullen O'Neill.
Yes, Your Honor.
Thank you. Antonio Garcia Jr. Reginald Green, custody. Larietta Holmes, she's by Zoom. Is there anyone who came in late or your name was not called? What is your name? Anthony what? Do you know who your attorney is?
Vargas.
All right. Do you know what your case number is? All right, we'll have them speak to you in just a moment. Is there anyone else? All right, Mr. Lampkin, can you come forward with your dad, please? there was a warrant that was filed, okay? So I just want you to stay calm, and Dad, we're gonna take care of it today. So before he leaves here today, it'll be taken care of, okay? All right, you understand?
Yeah.
So there's no need to get upset. These things sometimes happen, and we're gonna wait for your attorney. We're not gonna send you back or do anything of that nature until we speak to your attorney. Now, what I can tell you is sometimes the deputies want to take you to back because they have to take certain property and everything. So they'll probably do that, but they'll make sure that he has your property, okay? But we'll wait for your attorney, and we won't do anything till your attorney gets here, okay? All right, thank you so much.
Your Honor, what is it? What type of warrant?
It's for a case, my understanding, it's a case related to something that happened at the jail.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah. So we'll make sure his attorney comes in,
Okay.
and then you can speak with his attorney,
Okay.
all right? So just,
Wait here.
yes, and you may want to call his attorney because it's better to probably get it solved early in the morning than wait for the afternoon.
All right, Your Honor.
Okay,
Surprising to us, yeah.
all right. All right, for the attorneys, you know the rules. Do I need to repeat the rules for the attorneys who are here? All right, thank you, Robert Featherston.
Yeah, if I want to ask them, this particular address. You guys have located that this stuff. No, they, what you said, right? Be the bane of our life, additional work drives.
Is that what it is? Oh, and then on the approval of you, it's not.
Yeah, thank you.
Well, I'm not sure who this week that, it's not today. Yes. On Zoom? Oh, it's gonna be on Zoom. Really ready?
Yeah.
Okay. Yes, I'm ready.
That's really good. Go ahead. Your Honor, may I approach?
Yes,
Judge, do you want me to sign Mr. Dixon onto the
Yes.
list? Okay, we'll do that.
see, and I thought you told me you remembered all of the rules. I'm like, All right, who's the party on Joseph Matthew Juarez?
Judge, I don't mind telling you though, but I'm an Aggie.
Oh, see, that's okay. All I know is y'all better keep winning. Otherwise, you will have been a complete disappointment.
Yep.
Oh, where's your client? All right, so we're set today for jury trial?
Yes, Judge, but this is Steve Spears' case, and I understand he's having medical issues this morning.
It's okay, he's here. So I'll see y'all back at 1:30.
Judge, the other issue in the case, Judge, is Dr. Fabian's report isn't ready, it hasn't been done yet. That's been on Dr. Fabian's radar for a long, long time.
Okay.
It hasn't been done. It's a mitigation issue on punishment. So we wouldn't be able to try the case without that report regardless.
All right, well, we'll see him, if we get to punishment. So I'll see y'all back at 1:30.
So if we get to punishment, we're just gonna.
Yeah.
That's the trial for 3 months until we finish this report.
Oh, it should take him 3 months, but I'll see y'all back at 1:30. All right,
Okay.
all right, thank you.
April Pettit.
All right, who's next? Okay.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you. There you go.
Robert.
George, please come.
Robert. Mr. Featherston, would like to approve on.
Okay.
Mr. William.
Yes.
Antonio Valentín Corrales. Patty Jones. Liliana Portillo. Liliana. Michael Anthony Garcia.
Oh, are you ready, Mr. Featherston?
Yep, Your Honor.
All right, Mr. Dixon.
You mean something?
Hello. All righty. So, yes, Mr. Featherston.
Judge, it feels like it was last year that I made a request to you to allow me to hire Dr. Murphy, Joanne Murphy, to do a mental health evaluation on Mr. Dixon.
Mhm.
I'm still dealing with her, trying to get a final report. I have another meeting set up with her on the 30th at noon. She went out of town for 2 weeks and.
Is she in town?
She's, I don't know. I'm
All
told,
right.
it's a telephone interview with her on the 30th. I'm hoping to get a final report out of her after I talk to her. I have no idea how long she's gonna take to generate it.
I'm gonna want you all back here by 11:30, and I need a time of when she's gonna do this. And if she can't do it, then maybe somebody else needs to do it. Because,
Judge, I don't want to step back that far.
yeah, I know. So I'll have you all back here 11:30, and I need a specific date from her.
For completion of the report,
Mhm.
I will ask. I'll call the
All right.
staff now.
All right,
Okay.
thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Who is that? Oh, well, he'll be going to trial maybe in the orange. Mr. Dixon, I told you about refusing the address. All right. Anyone else ready?
Yeah, there he is. I'll bring it. It's right here. Judge, I'm waiting on a call back.
All right, thank you. And can you express to your client, because he's not listening to the court, that he will be tried in an orange jumpsuit? We're not doing this thing. This is the second time where he's been asked to dress and he refuses to dress. So his case will be tried in an orange jumpsuit, and you can handle that however, you want to handle it with voir dire.
Judge, I'm gonna have to take the majority of the responsibility for that. I need to get him a new set of clothes, and I
Mhm.
need to do a clothing letter and go do the exchange.
Mhm.
And quite frankly, I did not do that because I'm dealing with Dr. Murphy.
Mhm.
So really, that's more on my back than I think it's on his back. what he was arrested in is just not appropriate for court.
Mhm.
Okay.
All right, thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you. Is there anyone here from Robert Marino?
Mr. Wright, you stepped up for 1 second.
All right, thank you. Was there a PSI done on Robert Marino? Yes.
No.
Okay. Well, can I get the paperwork on that, please? Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. And Norma, if you can have that attorney come back because his client is here by Zoom and the jail likes to move them quickly. Is he standing before the judge in the 144? Because the jail will send him back. All right, thank you. Rick,
Yes, sir.
that's a request to travel. Oh, and Mr. Chumley, Hi. I just saw your name at the bottom. If you could confer with the state.
Yeah.
All right, thank you. All right, who is here standing in for Stephen Spears?
Right,
Okay. And who is the attorney for Ashley Jones? Okay, thank you. Okay. Hi, Ms. Wright. The other person that Stephen Spears has on the docket is Ashley Jones. Norma is checking, she believes her attorney is in jury trial in another court.
Okay,
And
Ashley Jones, the prosecutor in here.
no, it's, yeah. Oh, we haven't seen her. Is that? Yeah, so it has, no, Ashley Jones, the defendant.
Okay, because he had the other one that I'm at the plea right now, Lopez.
Yes, okay.
So that's the other one that I did paperwork for and should be ready soon.
All right, just let me know. But yeah, I think because that's up for trial, but they're in,
That terrible.
he may be in trial in another court,
Okay,
but she's on Zoom.
okay, all right.
Hi, Judge, I'm here for Ashley Jones, or at least the prosecutor.
Oh, hi.
I heard you mention.
So she is on Zoom.
Okay,
I know we're scheduled for jury trial today. So Norma's going to check to see if her attorney is in trial. If he's not, then we'll start jury selection with that at 1:30.
Okay, I'll talk to him. I'll know, since our last setting, she has a new case that came through.
Mhm.
It was indicted, and we are at a discovery setting on that today, the first setting. So I'm not ready to do the discovery, though. I'm waiting on something before I give him that. But what I was gonna bring to the court's attention is that it's would be a punishment case if
Okay.
we were to go forward.
Okay.
So that's the only concern I have about going forward, is if I don't have that discovery ready.
Okay. All right. Thank you.
Mhm.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
Not sure how.
Totally missed that.
Yeah. Judge may approach. Or I
Yes.
guess may we approach.
Yes.
So on this pretrial violation, I was looking over it and it says the positive test was on November 15th, 2025, which is in the future.
Yes.
Well,
Well, sometimes we look to the future as opposed to past.
I think this
Yeah,
test
they do
is a clairvoyant.
Because they even put it on there right
So
there.
I'm not sure how to, I mean, I would need a clarification on the positive date before.
Yeah.
That's why I handed over to you all. Well,
Well,
if
she
you all,
found it, I didn't. I'm like, I'm already in beg mode. And
all right, if you all want to, because I do have to address the violation
Yeah.
report, I can email the pretrial officer
yeah,
and
Just to confirm the
Yeah.
date and then we can make our
Yeah.
decision.
because all of
I-
these,
and
they
for
want
the
you to address and
Judge,
put
I
it in the
have
system.
not had any contact with her, so I don't know,
Okay. All righty.
Thank you, Judge.
Sure. You know what I can do? I'll just have Norma set it for a hearing, so
Yeah.
you'll get contact because they'll come in.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, thank, that's good.
Welcome. All right, thank you. Just give me a moment.
I'm not sure what's happening.
All right, who's ready? Anthony Carrizales.
Sorry,
Ah,
My-
Antonia.
my bad.
No, I'm the one who said Anthony first.
Okay, I'm also still waking up. So. Okay, that's right.
All right, let me see what we have here. Oh, it pulled up the wrong case for me. Just one second.
Got the cost number right.
Oh, no, the cause number is on the docket. Hmm. All right, so where are we on this case with discovery?
First sitting, Judge, I'm still reviewing it. I will let you know, I've received some medical records, from the family. My client's been found incompetent before, so I need to do a motion to make sure he's evaluated for this case.
Okay. All right, when are you gonna have the motion, Paul?
I'll do it today.
All right. All right, Ms. Ferguson. I need this case recalled at the beginning of December. All right, we'll see you back on December 2nd. Once you sign the reset form, you're excused. Thank you for dressing appropriately for court. All right, just have a seat. Your attorney will bring the reset form to you. You're welcome. It's discovery.
Why all the hate on your coach?
No, here's the thing. You know,
I
I
just
just,
follow everything.
let me just tell you, I have love in my heart for all. However, why would you bring the coach from Notre Dame? What did he do with Notre Dame? And here's one of my pet peeves. Really, defense, you're supposed to be playing your position, right? And when the coaches tell you, this is your position, play your position, if somebody catches a pass outside of your position, that's not on you because you're playing your position. Now, if you don't play your position and you're not disciplined to play your position and you go over here, that's your fault. But if you would look at the positioning of the defensive players, like if the quarterback was running right, you have all these offensive players over here. What is the defense? Everybody on the defense is running right. And then the pass gets thrown, which they always tell a quarterback never throw across your body, right? But some do.
They all do.
And they catch that ball, and then guess what ends up happening? Then you get a touchdown. But how are you going to be a coach? Your tackling is not good. And I don't blame players because that's all coaching. And then now you have to pay them his huge package. And then now you're talking about Lane Kiffin. That's what the whispers are. I mean, you might as well come and pick me. I would do a better job because you know why? I know what I don't know, and I would get great people in place.
It's actually a sign of a great leader. Seriously, it's usually the ones that think that they know everything and don't need help.
I don't know. Hello, hi.
Thanks, Judge.
All right, how's it going? All right, have a good one. Oh, yeah, I don't know what's happening. They've changed everything down here. Yes. But they, you know what they say? Don't they say when stuff like this happen, they're gremlins?
They do say that.
So maybe we have gremlins in the courthouse. Well, in this courtroom. Mhm.
It might be just bond process.
Oh, do you need to check anything or no? Okay, but you're in your suit. I don't, yeah.
Okay.
No, you're in your suit. Don't do that.
Okay.
That floor is dirty.
It's fine. I mean, it's working right now.
Yeah. Okay. We'll call you because we do have an inmate who's by Zoom and you know, when that goes out, we don't get.
Yeah. Because your,
Yeah.
your audio comes from the same
Mhm.
bottom GM.
But yeah, don't crawl on the ground. You're in your suit.
So. That's a lot of
But I don't know.
All right, thank you. Oh, thank you, you too. Anyone else ready? Jorge Morales?
I'm not ready yet, I'm sorry. We're here. I think they have to process the paperwork.
All right, thank you. All right, thank you.
Yeah, later. Just in case she's.
Yeah.
All right. Lindsay, your client should be zooming in right now.
Okay, yes, ma'am. If I may speak to her in a breakout room, Judge.
All right, I will put you in breakout room number 2.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. And Ms. Abrams, did you finish speaking with Ms. Holmes?
But I did, I'm just waiting, on a state to move up something for me and we'll be ready to.
All right, thank you.
Our tissue, Judge, please.
See, that's how we run out.
I know. I'll buy you a box.
Oh, no, you don't have to.
Some too, Rick.
They're,
There's some down there. I have, keep it in the bottom drawer.
Rick, I think they're 99 cents. So we're good. But the allergies are just, they're killing me too. Yes.
Reginald Green. Yes.
All right, thank you. All right, the court is calling 2023 CR 10024, State versus Reginald Tyrone Green. Can I have parties approach and announce for the record?
Lauren Espinoza for the state.
Good morning, Your Honor. Bernard Campion and Andres Campion for Mr. Green.
All right. All right, and are you Mr. Green?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, you're here on a motion to reconsider sentence?
That's correct, Your Honor. The court
Yeah.
may recall a few weeks ago, he was here on a revocation proceeding. He pled true. There was an agreement with the state for a recommended sentence on his revocation of 6 months in the state jail facility.
Mhm.
Obviously, that's not binding on the court, and the court's view of the circumstances at the time was such that I think the court assessed a 14-month sentence, if I'm not
Yes.
mistaken. You may recall, Your Honor, that the defendant's father was here and provided testimony about his mental health issues and some of the circumstances regarding the underlying offense. It's an unauthorized use of a motor vehicle, which involved his parents' car. In talking to the parents, it's not something they were excited about pursuing, but we didn't represent him on the underlying charge, so here we are. The situation arose that after the father's testimony, I think the court was inclined to reconsider if there was some documentation that would have supported or maybe corroborate the mental health circumstances that he had been encountering in his life. And also, I think there was submission at the time from probation that he had not accomplished anything while he was on probation. What we have tendered to the court for purposes of reconsideration are medical records we were able to obtain from the University Health System. You may recall his parents had him involuntarily committed at one point. These records we've obtained kind of, I think, demonstrate to the court some of what Mr. Green has been dealing with. On page 2 of the records, I think of the medical records, page 1 is just the cover sheet they sent us, but page 2 has an assessment per EMR of bipolar 1 manic with psychotic features. The other pages we have selected for the court's review kind of corroborate that, go into a little more detail about his bipolar. And really what happened, I think, in history was his circumstances domestically were kind of on the downside. His wife left him. He took the kids. He went into a pretty deep state of depression and precipitated all this stuff. He ended up losing his job, living on the street, picking up shoplifting cases, and here we are. But to his credit, he didn't just completely go off the deep end. He got involved in a church, a ministry here. We have included as an attachment to today's motion, a letter from the pastor of that ministry, Ablaze Ministry here in San Antonio. And she corroborates that he had been very, very active in that church once he joined it. He, not just in the ministry program on a volunteer basis, but he also helped a lot just in the physical plant, the maintenance, just the heavy lifting and toting that is associated with maintaining a property. And so I think his heart has been in the right place. His mind has been anywhere but where it should be. And under the circumstances, his father and mother would love for him at some point when this is behind him to relocate to where they're at in Texarkana, they will provide a home for him, get him back on his feet. He's got a job prospect there that is very promising. And his biggest concern right now is being able to resume some type of productive life, be able to pay child support to his children and kind of renew and reconstruct his life with his children. And with those things in mind, we're hoping that the court would reconsider the agreed recommendation from the state. It obviously, the court's judgment is what we abide by, and we live with that, and we're grateful for your reconsideration of this matter. But the recommendation from the state wasn't haphazardly arrived at. I think we discussed his whole situation, the underlying offense, the circumstances of his living at the time, mental issues. And so we felt like it was appropriate, and we're hoping the court would reconsider the 14-month sentence that was assessed.
State?
Your Honor, based on what is said, I will echo defense counsel's sentiment that these items were discussed with me prior to us bringing that agreement to the court. However, I would just defer to the court's decision on this
All right,
matter.
well, what I can tell parties is that once the court enters a legal sentence, the motion for reconsideration, that's really not a legal motion. His only options, and I'm not your attorney, I'm not trying to tell your attorneys what to do. His only option is a shock probation, because the court legally cannot reconsider a legal sentence. So the motion to reconsider will be denied.
Right, okay. Even though we're within the 30-day period, Your Honor, for plenary jurisdiction.
No.
For what it's worth, Your Honor, if I may, it was at the court's recommendation that, and the court did announce that there's not a legal means or method or vehicle to do this, but that the court would consider the new information in that format, and which is why we had filed it at the request of the.
We can go off the record. My suggestion is a motion for shock probation.
Got it, understood.
Okay. Thank you very much. Thanks, Jeff.
All right.
Thank you.
And now with regards to shock probation, depending on how long he's been in jail, the court will consider that.
Thank you.
All right, you're welcome.
We'll pick up the conversation. You are. But just.
Sure.
But
Yes,
we have Ashley Jones.
I'll just one second.
Yeah.
Do it, Daddy.
Yeah. Those are cases, right?
Yeah. I think she got 5 years probation. Deferred. No,
Mhm.
not deferred.
Yeah.
Maintenance officer. Yeah, but she was an abused woman.
Yeah.
Okay, so, go.
Adrian, is anybody ready?
Oh.
Adriana.
Still working on that.
Oh, okay. All right. Thank you. All righty.
Yeah.
I'm waiting for Zoom to catch up, and I'm waiting for her to come back to the main session.
Yeah.
Miss Abrams, can you call her? I asked her to come back to the main session, but she has completely disappeared.
That can tell.
Yeah.
Oh, Miss Abrams, she's here.
No problem.
All righty.
Yeah, I'm fine. Thanks.
All right. Good morning, Miss Holmes.
Good morning.
So how are things going?
Judge, so, I explained to Ms. Holmes what happened the last time she was here via Zoom. Total accident, confusion. I was not here, so we didn't get anywhere the last time we were here.
Okay.
So, she's understanding that, and Ms. Holmes has been doing very well on probation. Her probation officer doesn't have any concerns at this time. She has secured employment. She, I believe a couple of months ago when she was here, we gave the court an update that she secured employment. She tells me this morning that she will be moving into a new place this weekend. There was some concerns of her testing positive our last time here. Because she did a vape or something. She has been, all of her levels has gone down. The very last UA that she submitted in the system is showing that she was negative. I did speak with the state in regards to her GPS. The GPS, she has not had any issues, no concerns or anything. She is on tracking right now. So we are going to request possibly if we can get that GPS taken off. There's not been any violations or anything there. I did speak with Miss Alban, and she is not opposed. In addition to the GPS removal that we're asking for, we're also asking that she be able to report monthly versus bi-weekly. At this point, she's reporting to her officer every 2 weeks. So we're asking that we switch that to maybe monthly. Ms. Holmes, did you want to add anything to that?
No, ma'am.
All right. So are you excited about moving into your new place?
Yes, I am. I'm not happy about the bills, but I'm excited to move.
I'm telling you, the hardest thing about moving to a new place is putting stuff on the walls, you know. And once you make that whole, you know, I always see um these other people who do interior decorating. There's supposed to be a way where you can hang a painting without having holes everywhere.
Mhm.
Mom and I don't do that. You know what we do? You know, the guys, well, some guys, they want to take out the measuring tape. My mom would always say, get out of my way. And she just do that. And it's like, yeah, it's in the center. So good luck on hanging your paintings. All right.
And
So
I'm sorry, Judge,
Yeah.
I forgot one thing. Ms. Holmes also receives SSI because of the government shutdown. She's not been receiving those funds. But she is still working and, once she's able to maybe receive those funds, get settled into her new place and so forth, it's when she can actually start making regular payments. She did make some payments. I believe I heard that I saw that maybe the complainant or the victim in the case was calling our officer asking about the restitution. And we're trying to get there.
Okay. All right. This is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna order the removal of the GPS, but probation and state, I'll give you till October 30th to reach out to the complainant to let them know that the GPS will be removed. Then the other issue you were asking for, the court will allow monthly reporting,
Thank you, Judge.
and that can be done by Zoom or in person. Is there anything else?
Not at this point, Judge. She did do her anger management class.
Mhm.
There were some issues with being able to pay the final amount.
Mhm.
We did confirm she completed it. It's just we don't have the certificate because of the payment.
Okay.
So she is making progress. As you can see, she looks light. I told her she looks lighter and just more refreshed.
Yes.
And I just gave her kudos on that.
All right. Yes, you do look lighter. There's a shine to your eyes. That's what I always look for.
Thank you.
All right, so this is what we'll do. I'm gonna have you back by Zoom for your last check-in with me, and then after that, if you want to check in with me to let me know how you're doing, you're always welcome to do that. So what I'm going to do, since I'm having the GPS removed, now the GPS will be removed, but at the latest October 30th, that's to give the state and probation time to reach out to the complainant and let them know that the GPS is being removed. And then we will call you back. Ms. Abrams, is December 2nd okay?
That's Judge.
All right, so we'll have you back on December 2nd, and that will be by Zoom to check in with you.
Okay.
And see if you have paintings up.
Hopefully, I've seen a lot of DIY, so I'll try to get into that.
All right, well, have a great rest of your day, all right?
Thank you. You too as well.
All right.
Can you go in? Can you put her in the breakout?
Oh, she wants you in a breakout room, so I'm gonna put you in a breakout room so she can go over things with you.
Okay.
Thank you. Anyone else ready? Anyone ready? Okay.
Media person would like to put a mic up here.
Oh, sure.
Hi, Judge.
How's it going?
I'm good. How are you?
All right.
Thanks.
Who's here on Jorge Morales? Oh, did you need to be placed in, Ms. Abrams? Once you join, I'll put you in the breakout room. Court is calling 2025 CR 008290 State versus Jorge Morales. Can I have parties announced?
Florida Espinoza for the state, Melissa Christian for the defendant.
And are you Jorge Morales?
Yes, ma'am.
Counsel, have you received all discovery? And did you review it with your client?
Yes, Judge.
Court will find that the state is in compliance with discovery. Ms. Morales, did you review the application for community supervision with your attorney? Did you understand it and sign it?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you review the true bill of indictment with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes, ma'am.
Counsel, do you waive the reading of the indictment?
We did.
State, are you proceeding on the indictment as presented?
Yes, Your Honor. Counsel. Yes, sorry.
Ms. Morales, did you review the document entitled Court Admonishments with your attorney? Did you understand it and sign it in all the appropriate places?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you understand your charge of possession of a controlled substance penalty group 1 grams to 4 grams? That's a third-degree felony. Range of punishment is anywhere from 2 to 10 years in prison and up to $10,000 fine.
Yes, ma'am.
If you have a plea with the state, the court does not have to follow your plea. If for any reason the court does not follow your plea and gives you more than you bargained for, the fact that you entered a plea will not be used against you and you will be allowed to withdraw your plea. Did you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
You have a right to jury trial, a right for you or your attorney to cross-examine and confront any witnesses the state would call, and the right to remain silent. Did you understand by entering this plea, you were giving up those rights?
Yes, ma'am.
And did you intend to give up those rights and enter into a plea in this case? You're gonna need to speak up so the
Oh, yes, ma'am.
counsel, has your client been able to provide you with any defenses?
He has it.
Do you believe he has a rational as well as a factual understanding of the charges against him?
He does.
Do you believe he's currently competent and was legally sane at the time of the offense?
I did.
Mr. Morales, has anyone threatened you, coerced you, or placed you in fear to get you to enter this plea?
No, ma'am.
Anyone promised you anything other than the plea?
No, ma'am.
Are you satisfied with the way you've been represented?
Yes, ma'am.
If you're not a U.S. citizen, by entering this plea, you will be deported, denied naturalization, and re-entry. Did you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Court will find that defendant has knowingly and voluntarily waived his right to jury trial. Did you review the plea bargain page with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes, ma'am.
According to the plea, punishment is to be assessed at 5 years in the prison. There's a $1,000 fine. The state is recommending community supervision. They're taking in consideration 2024 PF 20631. Did you understand that to be the plea?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, Judge. Yes, Judge.
Did you review the waiver of appeal paragraph with your attorney? Did you understand it and sign it in both places?
Yes, ma'am.
By signing that, you're waiving your right to appeal. The only items that can be appealed are written pretrial motions that have been filed, heard, and ruled upon by the court. Did you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Counsel, are there any such motions?
No, Judge.
Outside the agreement, the state is recommending that your community supervision be for a term of 6 years. There be a TAP evaluation, 200 hours of community service restitution, the DOEP and MRT. Did you understand those were recommendations from the state and the court does not have to follow those recommendations?
Yes, ma'am.
Then to the offenses charged, how do you plead? Guilty, not guilty, or no contest?
No purposes.
State any evidence?
Yes, Your Honor. State offers States Exhibit 1 in all attachment. We have no objection.
State your excuse.
Thank you, Judge.
All right, off the record, yes? Let me see. Oh, you're in number 2. You just have to go there.
That I'm not speaking.
Oh, let me see.
Okay, now I am.
All right, thank you. We're back on the record. Mr. Morales, did you review the waiver and stipulations with your attorney?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you understand it and sign it in all the appropriate places?
Yes, ma'am.
Again, did you understand you have a right to jury trial, a right for you or your attorney to cross-examine and confront any witnesses the state would call, and the right to remain silent?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you understand that today the state will be presenting evidence in the form of witnesses' statements and police reports, but most importantly, there'll be no live testimony? Did you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Court will find that defendant has knowingly and voluntarily waived and consented to stipulation of testimony and stipulations. Court will accept into evidence States Exhibits 1 and attachments and review the same. All right, after reviewing state's exhibits 1 and attachments, the court will find there's sufficient evidence to find you guilty and the court will find you guilty. Are you proceeding with sentencing?
Yes, Judge.
Anything you wish to say on behalf of your client?
Judge, we just like you followed the plea bargaining with state's recommendation of probation.
All right, so sir, Mr. Morales, who is Victor Hugo Lamont Sanchez to you?
My ex brother-in-law.
Okay. Do you have any children?
Yes, teenagers.
All right, do they live with you?
Yes, my oldest is 22.
And what do you do for a living?
I was in construction, but I got hurt, and I haven't been. They've been paying the bills right now, so but I need to go back to work.
All right, so is that workers' compensation or something else that's happening? Unemployment?
Nothing. I didn't file for nothing. I don't want to.
Okay.
I don't like taking nothing from.
Well, so just as a side note, people see that as taking, but if you're hurt on your job,
Yeah, but
somebody's supposed to pay for that. Too many times people have this idea, oh, I'm hurt on the job, then I'm just gonna let it slide. When if you let that slide, who knows, maybe there's something wrong with safety standards there. And if you just let it slide, then the lack of safety standards will continue.
but it's a lot of paperwork. It's a lot of they ask this, that, this,
All right, this is what the court will do. The court is going to sentence you to 5 years in the prison, suspended and probated for 6 years. If you're drug tested today, what will happen?
I'll probably come out dirty.
All right, how often are you using?
Maybe like every 2 weeks or so, but
And what are you using?
cocaine and alcohol.
All right. There's going to be regular reporting by Zoom or in person. Regular random UAs. I want a referral to felony drug court. A TAP evaluation out of custody. If he's not accepted into felony drug court, then follow the recommendations of TAP. Taking consideration 2024 PF 20631. There's $1,000 fine that will be probated. Proof of employment within 45 days. No employment as a home health care provider or with minors. No unsupervised contact with minors. No contact with Victor Hugo Lamont Sanchez. Field visits 1 time per month for 6 months. 200 hours of community service restitution. I'm going to order parenting classes. Once that's completed, the community service hours will be deemed satisfied. And there's going to be 30 sober meetings in 30 days. Probation, is there anything else? Is there anything else you need from the court to be successful?
What's the parenting classes?
Oh, that's where you learn how to parent, right? And sometimes people will say, well, I know how to parent.
But I have no kids. It doesn't matter. They're small. They're not
No, you
small.
said they were
Yeah, there's
teenagers.
22 and 20,
So let me just
24,
tell you,
26.
usually when people have children in this court, I do parenting classes.
Yes,
You know
ma'am.
why I do that?
Yes, ma'am.
Because sometimes people don't understand that your drug addiction,
Yes.
you're picking up, these charges impact the children.
Yes, ma'am.
They just think, well, I didn't use it in front of them, so it's all fine.
Yes, ma'am.
But all of our actions as an adult impacts our children.
Yes, ma'am.
And so parenting classes are going to teach you that. I always tell people, maintain your sobriety for yourself, but if you're at that stage where you can't do it for yourself, then maybe having that parenting class will make you do it for your children.
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Did you review the document entitled Trial Court Certification of Defendant's Rights to Appeal with your attorney? Did you understand it and sign it?
Yes, ma'am.
Because this is a plea bargain agreement, because I followed your plea bargain agreement, and because you waive your right to appeal, you do not have the court's permission to appeal. Because this is a felony conviction, you're not allowed to own or possess any weapons or ammunition. If you have a question over what that is, you'll need to speak to an attorney. Do you understand? All right, we can go off the record. In this court, communication is key to be successful on probation. If there's an issue, let probation know about it.
Okay.
If you feel they're not addressing it, you can always come back to me.
Okay.
If you feel you're going to use call probation. I know some courts, people say you can't do that, but in this court, if you call probation and say you're thinking about using, you know what's gonna end up happening? I'm gonna set a compliance hearing. We're gonna come in, we're gonna try to address that to get you some help.
Yes,
But
ma'am.
if you don't tell them you need help or you're doing things in secret, nobody can help you.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, good luck to you, okay? And thank you for dressing appropriately for court. Thanks, counsel. I love your pin today.
Judge, I work for you.
Oh, I thought it was gonna be. Okay. Oh, for what I was wondering, just to come back and work on.
Yes.
Okay.
Morning.
I never do this, but I've got to be in federal court at 11.
Mhm.
So I've got a VR and a trial announcement. I don't know if I can. Yeah,
So this one. Basically what's gonna end up happening, is this what you're here for?
Yes, in this trial announcement.
Yeah. It's gonna be fine.
Easy enough. We're both pretty on trial.
All right, and who's your person? Is that,
Mr. Garcia.
okay.
Yeah.
All righty, 1:30.
Yes. That's what I did.
All right, thank you. John Castro Lopez.
Judge, I do have a victim impact statement to read after this one.
Sure.
We can just do it right here, if that's okay.
Okay. Court is calling 2025 CR 55792. State versus John Castro Lopez. Can I have parties announced for the record?
Jeffrey Wright for the state.
Rafael Leal for Mr. Lopez.
And are you Mr. Lopez?
Yes, Your Honor.
Just one moment. All right, counsel, have you received all discovery? Did you review it with your client?
Yes, sir.
All right, and the court will note for the record that the court previously received an acknowledgement of discovery on July 28th, 2025. There's been no new discovery since that date. Is that correct?
Correct, Judge.
All right. Mr. Lopez, did you review the true bill of indictment with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes, Your Honor.
Counsel, do you waive the reading of the indictment?
Yes, sir.
State, are you proceeding on the indictment as presented?
State moves to proceed on count 1 and waive count 2.
Any objection?
No objection.
All right, off the record. Deputy Lord, could you have them moved? Could you have them to like, not talk so loud? It sounded like it was in stereo coming from this end. All right, we're back on the record. Mr. Lopez, did you review the court admonishments with your attorney? Did you understand it and sign it in all the appropriate places?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, your charge is possession of child pornography younger than 10 years of age. As a first-degree felony, the range of punishment is 5 to 99 years or life and up to life in prison and up to a $10,000 fine. If you have a plea bargain agreement with the state, the court does not have to follow your plea. If for any reason the court does not follow your plea and gives you more than you bargained for, the fact that you entered a plea will not be used against you and you will be allowed to withdraw your plea. Did you understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
You have a right to jury trial, a right for you or your attorney to cross-examine and confront any witnesses the state would call, and the right to remain silent. By entering this plea, you're giving up those rights. Did you intend to give up those rights and enter into a plea in this case?
Yes, Your Honor.
Counsel, has your client been able to provide you with any defenses?
Yes, Your Honor.
Do you believe he has a rational as well as a factual understanding of the charges against him?
It does, Judge.
Do you believe he's currently competent and was legally sane at the time of the offense?
I believe so, Judge.
Mr. Lopez, has anyone threatened you, forced you, or placed you in fear to get you to enter this plea?
Your Honor.
Anyone promise you anything other than the plea?
No, Your Honor.
Are you satisfied with the way you've been represented?
Yes, Your Honor.
If you're not a US citizen, you will be deported and not allowed re-entry and denied naturalization. Did you understand? Court will find that defendant has knowingly and voluntarily waived his right to jury trial. Did you review the plea bargain page with your attorney? Did you understand it? According to the plea, punishment is to be assessed at 12 years in the prison. There are no applications. There's to be Chapter 62 compliance, and there are no contact with that to be the plea. Defense,
Yes, Your Honor.
state?
Yes, Judge.
Did you review the waiver of appeal paragraph with your attorney? Did you understand it and sign it in both places? You're gonna have to speak up so she can hear.
Yes, Your Honor.
By signing that you're waiving your right to appeal, the only items that can be appealed are written pretrial motions that have been filed, heard, and ruled upon by the court. Did you understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
Counsel, have there been any such motions?
No, Your Honor.
Then to count one, how do you plead? Guilty, not guilty, or no contest?
No contest.
State any evidence.
State offers six exhibit one and attachments.
No, Judge.
Did you review the waiver and stipulations with your attorney? Did you understand it and sign it in all the appropriate places?
Yes, Your Honor.
Again, did you understand you have a right to jury trial, a right for you or your attorney to cross-examine and confront any witnesses the state would call, and the right to remain silent?
Yes, Your Honor.
Did you understand by entering this plea, the state will be presenting evidence in the form of witnesses' statements and police reports, but most importantly, there'll be no live testimony. Did you understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
Court will find that defendant has knowingly and voluntarily waived and consented to stipulation of testimony and stipulations. Court will accept into evidence states exhibits one and attachments, and the court will review the same. All right, after reviewing states exhibits 1 and attachments, the court will find that there is sufficient evidence to find you guilty. All right, so why should I follow this plea?
Well, Judge, my client has taken responsibility. He's fully admitted to his actions. Did not play games with the district attorney or the court. He's, I think he's doing that, right now, as opposed to, dragging this out and making, the witnesses and the, other people involved to be in court and present testimony. I think it is an appropriate sentence, given the circumstances, and also my client has not other convictions, no meaningful criminal record of any kind, Judge.
All right. And then this no contact order that's outside your agreement, that's his child?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, but isn't there, according to this, on this page,
his child, the child went through a forensic interview and did not provide any.
but there's the photo of his child, so that would be a no.
Okay.
And if that's a deal breaker for anybody, then you can always go to jury trial. But
I explained that to my client, George, and we're willing to proceed.
all right, the court is going to sentence you to 12 years in the prison, give you credit for any time served. Chapter 62 compliance. There's to be no residing in households with minors. No contact with minors. There's to be no contact with anything else with regards to sentencing?
I don't know if I missed it, Judge, but this is a 42A.054 offense. Because it occurred after September 1st, 2023.
Yes.
Okay.
Is there anything else?
Not from the defense.
All right. Did you review the document entitled Trial Court Certification of Defendant's Rights to Appeal? With your attorney, did you understand it and sign it?
Yes, Your Honor.
Because it's plea bargain agreement? Because I followed your plea bargain agreement, and because you waive your right to appeal, you do not have the court's permission to appeal. Because this is a felony conviction, you're not allowed to own or possess any weapons or ammunition. If you have a question over what a weapon or ammunition is, you'll need to speak to an attorney. Do you understand? All right, you said there's victim impact?
Yes, Judge, I'll just be reading it off.
Okay. Marcus Butler. All right. Mark Anthony Rattler. Oh, Mr. Porter. I think your client may already have a warrant on his.
not. I like.
So I'll just notate that he did not grace us with his presence. All right, thank you. Is the person here on Robert Moreno?
We lost Mr. Wright to go to 144 Coach.
Oh, I think some attorney can stand in.
Oh.
All right, is there an attorney from Family Violence able to stand in on Mr. Moreno?
Did I have Mr. Wright's number? I could probably.
The, well, the problem is,
No, I'm at your service. I'm just letting you know, he just left.
well, then call him to get back here
I would-
quickly because he's been waiting.
Yes.
All right, thank you. All right, anyone else ready? I have that. Is anyone else ready? I believe they have witnesses. Court is calling 2025 CR 006-729 State versus Jesse Orozco. And Norma, find out how many witnesses they have on Miller. All right, and where's your client?
It's in the tie. I'm over here, I think.
Okay, ask the state how many witnesses they have. All right, are you Mr. Orozco?
Yes, ma'am.
Counsel, have you received all discovery? Did you review it with your client?
Yes, I have, Your Honor, I have.
Court will find that the state is in compliance with discovery. Are there any applications?
No, Your Honor.
Mr. Orozco, did you review the true bill of indictment with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes, ma'am.
Counsel, do you waive the reading of the indictment?
Yes.
State, are you proceeding on the indictment as presented?
No, Judge, we are waiving the punishment.
Any objections to? the
No
waiver?
objections.
Did you review the court admonishments with your attorney? Did you understand it and sign it in all the appropriate places?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you understand your charge is possession of a controlled substance, penalty group 1, less than 1 gram? That's a state jail felony. Range of punishment is anywhere from 180 days up to 2 years in the state jail facility and up to $10,000 fine. If you have a plea bargain agreement with the state, the court does not have to follow your plea. If for any reason the court does not follow your plea and gives you more than you bargained for, the fact that you entered a plea will not be used against you and you will be allowed to withdraw your plea. Did you understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
You have a right to jury trial, a right for you or your attorney to cross-examine and confront any witnesses. The state would call in the right to remain silent. By entering this plea, you're giving up those rights. Did you intend to give up those rights and enter into a plea in this case?
Yes, ma'am.
Counsel, has your client been able to provide you with any defenses?
Yes,
Do you believe he has a rational as well as a factual understanding of the charges against him?
I do, Your Honor.
Do you believe he's currently competent and was legally sane at the time of the offense?
I do believe so, yes.
Mr. Orozco, has anyone threatened you, coerced you, or placed you in fear to get you to enter this plea?
No, Your Honor.
Anyone promised you anything other than the plea?
No, Your Honor.
Are you satisfied with the way you've been represented?
Yes, Your Honor.
Did you understand by entering this plea, if you're not a US citizen, you will be deported, denied naturalization, and reentry?
Yes, Your Honor.
Court will find that defendant has knowingly and voluntarily waived his right to jury trial. Did you review the plea bargain page with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes, Your Honor.
According to the plea, punishment is to be assessed at 60 days in the Bexar County Jail. Under 1244, there are no applications. There's to be restitution of $180 to DPS for testing. Did you understand that to be the plea?
Yes, Your Honor.
Defense, is that the plea?
Yes.
State, is that the plea?
It is, Your Honor.
Did you review the waiver of appeal paragraph with your attorney? Did you understand it and sign it in both places?
Yes, Your Honor.
By signing that, you're waiving your right to appeal. The only items that can be appealed are written pretrial motions that have been filed, heard, and ruled upon by the court. Did you understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
Counsel, are there any such motions?
No.
Then how do you plead to the offense?
Guilty, Your Honor.
State, any evidence?
State offer states one in attachments.
No objection.
All right, state, you may be excused. Did you review the waiver and stipulations with your attorney? Did you understand it and sign it in all the appropriate places?
Yes, Your Honor.
Again, did you understand you have a right to jury trial, a right for you or your attorney to cross-examine and confront any witnesses the state would call in the right to remain silent?
Yes, Your Honor.
Did you understand that today the state will be presenting evidence in the form of witnesses' statements and police reports, but most importantly, there'll be no live testimony? Did you understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
Court will find that the defendant has knowingly and voluntarily waived and consented to stipulation of testimony and stipulations. Court will accept into evidence states exhibits 1 and attachments, and the court will review the same. After reviewing states exhibits 1 and attachments, the court will find there is sufficient evidence to find you guilty. The court will find you guilty. Are you proceeding with sentencing?
Yes, Your Honor.
Anything you wish to say on behalf of your client?
Your Honor, my client has been sober now for a few weeks. He started taking care of himself that way. He's willing to do the timing. He's set up meetings with AA. He's got a sponsor now. Is that right?
Yeah, I think it's a good month.
But I think that he just wants to get this time done and then move on from there. Your Honor.
Anything you wanted to tell me?
I'm just, I made a mistake. I was making wrong choices at the wrong time, Your Honor. I'm fully accountable of my mistakes, and I'm trying to get past this and move forward with my life.
All right, and how are you maintaining your sobriety?
I've been attending AA meetings at the Club 12, Your Honor, and I've asked everything of the pretrial investigations of me to be doing as a monthly UAs. I've passed every UA. It's been 12 months now. I have not failed one time. I had my head in my rear end at the time, and I just I fully accept consequences of my actions.
And so how much time does he have in?
9 days.
Okay. All right, so they're going to take you into custody today, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, the court will follow your plea, sentence you to 60 days in the Bexar County Jail under 1244, give you credit for any time served. There's to be restitution of restitution of $180 to DPS for drug testing.
Okay.
Did you review the document entitled Trial Court Certification of Defendant's Rights to Appeal with your attorney? Did you understand it and sign it?
Yes, Your Honor.
Because this is a plea bargain agreement, because I followed your plea bargain agreement, and because you waive your right to appeal, you do not have the court's permission to appeal. Because this is a felony conviction, you're not allowed to own or possess any weapons or ammunition. If you have a question over what that is, you'll need to speak to an attorney. Do you understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, we can go off the record. So here's the thing. First of all, I want to thank you for dressing appropriately for court. Even though you knew you were going into jail, you still dressed appropriately for court, and I really do appreciate that.
Welcome, Your Honor.
With regards to your sobriety, don't let anybody get you off track with your sobriety, right?
Yeah.
When you're released from custody, if you have any problems, you can come back here, okay? And then I'll pick up the phone and find some place to help you, all right?
Thank you, Your Honor. I appreciate that.
Now, here's the thing, the jail, if you're a trustee, they're supposed to give you credit. Every day you serve, they give you 3 days credit. If you're just in general population, not causing problems, every day you serve, you get 2 days in credit. I'm not in charge of that. So if they're not giving you credit for 3 for 1 or 2 for 1, you just have to address that with the sheriffs, because I have no jurisdiction over that, okay?
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right, good luck to you, okay? I'm
Thank
so
you, Your
glad. You look clean and sober. I like it.
Thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome.
Appreciate it, Judge. Oh, can I have one more case of the dockets on the trial docket?
Mhm,
It's been re-indicted,
mhm,
Jamar Clark.
mhm.
And I was gonna see if I could just take my 10 days and be released.
Just give me a moment. Let me do this
Yeah.
real quick and I'll take that out there. Dejanay Miller. Dejanay Miller Havana.
Sorry.
Sorry. Are you all ready?
Yes.
All right. Court is calling 2025 CR 001-454 State versus Dejanay Miller Havana. Can I have parties announced for the record for the state, for the defense?
Jody Sawyer's for defense.
And are you Dejanay Miller Havana? All right, you entered a plea on September 30th of no contest. According to your plea bargaining agreement, punishment is to be assessed at 10 years in the prison. There's a $2,000 fine. The state is opposed to your application of deferred adjudication. The state is recommending community supervision. Outside the agreement, there's a request for your community supervision to be for a term of 10 years. And of course, community service hours and different programs. Have both parties had a chance to review the PSI report and the TAP evaluation?
No,
I have.
Oh, you have not?
no, Judge. I
All right, so I'll have you all step back. So if you can review that and just come back up once you reviewed it.
didn't.
All right, thank you.
Do you have a party?
All right, the parties on Robert Moreno.
Judge, I have two short witnesses for the court.
Right. Court is calling 2025 CR 008-569 and 2025 CR 008-203. State versus Robert Luis Moreno II. Can I have parties announced?
Austin Stout for the state.
Jim Oltersdorf for Robert Moreno.
And are you Mr. Moreno?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Objection, sir, to appearing by Zoom?
No, ma'am.
Defense, do you have any objection to your client appearing by Zoom?
No, Your Honor.
All right, according to your plea bargain agreement and cause number 2025 CR 008-569, punishment is being assessed at a cap of 13 years. And cause number 2025 CR 008-203, punishment is being assessed at a cap of 13 years. And each cause number, the state is opposed to your applications. All right, both parties waived the PSI and the TAP evaluation, is that correct?
Yes, Your Honor, we were present about a week ago, I believe. I can't remember the exact date.
That's my
And that's
understanding.
what we did.
All right, state, do you have any witnesses?
No, Your Honor.
Defense, do you have any
I
witnesses?
do, Your Honor. May I call my first witness?
Yes.
Mom, could you come up, followed by Joanna, I guess. It's okay, don't hurry. Right in this spot here.
Hi, I see that you're lipping. Do you need a seat?
No, it's no. It's just something I live with.
All right, could you raise your right hand for me, please? Do you solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you give will be the truth and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, you can lower your hand if you'll state your name for the record.
My name is Joanne Esparza.
All right, you may proceed.
Thank you. I'm sorry, I mixed up the names
That's
again. Now, you're Robert Moreno's mother, is that correct?
That's correct.
And of course, I want you to make sure the judge can hear that.
Yes,
Yeah,
that's
so
correct.
voice.
Robert Moreno's
Now,
mother.
Robert has been in court and he's been here present in person before in the courtroom in a wheelchair. Can you tell the judge what his medical condition is?
Robert was born with spina bifida and hydrocephalus. He's been paralyzed since birth. He's had a BP shunt at
He had reconstruction on the spine, but stayed paralyzed. He's had a BP shunt on in his head at 3 months. A replacement at 9 months and 9 years. And the doctor stated that there would be like maybe 3 replacements throughout his lifetime.
I'm sorry, go ahead.
Robert has always been a sickly person, sickly child, in and out of hospitals, surgeries, doctors. The last one was the worst one. He's had a tailbone surgery from not being in a proper wheelchair, which we had to fight to get. And I've always been his caretaker. I've always taken care of him, nursed him back to health. And the last one was the gas gangrene. He's got incontinence problems, which he takes medication for, but he still has some leakage problems and has problems with his bowels. With the leakage, I guess it broke his skin and he winded up getting gas gangrene. They did a flap surgery in his groin area and abdomen. And while he was here in jail, it reopened, and that's something that we always have to look out for, like a tissue breakdown. He has problems with his bowels as well. Like I said, I've always been his caretaker, along with my sister being my right hand, you could say, his second mother. And I just want to let y'all know, I plead for mercy that if in any case he'd be able to be on probation, he reside in a home where there is no children, no internet, no use of a phone. He'd be under supervision at all times. I work in the morning, my sister works at night. We don't know how something like this could have occurred. We didn't see it coming, and it came as a shock to us. We only knew the very minimum. And we would like to get him help with counseling to resolve this problem. But he's always going to have health issues. He's always had health issues, and how he's done it by so far, I don't even know, because I've always had to even help him bathe, cut his toenails, and look out for pressure sores. I've always been the one.
What kind of work do you do right now?
I work in fast food.
Okay. Judge, I have tendered to the state medical information. I'd just like to be able to have it in the hands of the court to more or less verify. It's recent. That's what I was asking. I didn't want to get piles and piles of information. We have a lot that goes back a long way. I wanted you to at least know that his condition is not temporary. In other words, it's not something that somebody has come into court and said, well, Judge, I need to be on probation, and then they more or less get up out of the wheelchair once they get what they've asked for. This obviously, based on the medical stuff that I have, this is, like I said, it's been provided to Mr. Wright, not Mr. Stout, but it's in their file. Verification of the spina bifida, which, as you know, is the a child born with the spine outside the body. And it's not something that's, going to go away. So his mobility is, of course, limited. And of course, I can't absolutely, and I've gone over this at length with his mother and the next lady that would ask you for your attention. How did this happen? And again, told them that what the court would expect to know is that this could never happen again. So I think we've at least closed off one avenue for purposes of any question of being a sexual predator. If he doesn't have the ability to go out and go to places, schoolyards or out in the park or anywhere like that. So the next question, of course, in my mind for a judge that I would want the judge to know, and I know always consider, first thing we think of is, well, if it happened before, it can happen again. And I've tried to make sure that she understands, and she seems competent as far as her insight and explanations and knowing that cannot be explained away, but it has to be stopped. And because it is something that might continue, we want to make sure that any communication that would enable him to do anything like this would be cut off.
And she is here to tell you about that and to try to promise you that. The only thing that I can't stand up here and make sure that you know about is we're not really sure what to do with regard to some type of 24/7, because as you've heard, you do continue to work, correct?
I work in the morning and my sister works in the evening,
Okay. Would there be any time,
that he would be alone now.
yeah, okay. So the judge can be assured that someone will be there to not only take care of him, but to prevent him
Correct.
from being on the internet or having phone contact.
We have no internet to begin with, and he wouldn't have any access to any telephone.
Okay.
Because he would always be under supervision, so we'd always,
So before, when there was a need maybe for a telephone, I'm just guessing here. If someone's in a wheelchair, let's say a fire breaks out, things could come up where they would need to contact 911, for example.
correct, but he'd always be supervised.
Okay, so there wouldn't be a need for that anymore because he would never be left alone. That's the assurance you're giving the court?
Yes.
Thank you. Pass the witness, Sean.
Any questions?
Yes, ma'am. I'm the prosecutor in the case, Mr. Scott. Just a few questions. You were Mr. Moreno's mother?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And back when this incident occurred, he was around 19 years old. Are you aware of that?
No.
What is your understanding?
I understand it was several years ago. 2018, 19, 20, about that time. And as far as I knew, I thought it was just contact like on the phone, like they were talking and stuff like that. So when the attorney spoke to me about everything, it came as quite a shock I didn't have.
So at that time, was he residing with you primarily?
Yes, he's always beside
What was he doing at that time? Was he working, going to school?
going to school.
Okay. And how are you related to the victim in this case?
She is my niece.
And you understand that she was 9 years old when this happened?
I don't remember what her age was. They had told me that she was, I think, 13, is what I had heard.
I'll pass the witness.
Well, just to make sure you're completely
Yes, but I
aware.
understand what was written.
Okay,
Yeah.
you understand, you and I have carried on
Yes.
many conversations about the discovery, meaning
Yes.
the DA's
Yes,
file.
everything that's come out.
Okay, so
Correct.
you're basing your information now on
On
what you discovered and how to prevent it from
Yes, sir.
happening again, correct?
Correct.
Thank you. May I call my next witness, John?
May I
Oh,
ask
yes, Judge, I'm
any
sorry.
objection?
No, you're
All right, so
Oh, miss.
Yes, ma'am.
no. I want you to understand something. One,
Yes,
you
ma'am.
keep it an open mind and I'm listening to everything. But sometimes when people are called as witnesses, they're asked, oh, how can you make sure that this person follows the rules? That's really not your job. It's the person who is on probation of all of the rules. And so according to the stipulations that I've read, this started when she was 7. And then the photos that are in the stipulations is that they're saying they're photos that depicted young children and infants. Now, with regards to the infants, I don't know if that was pornography or sexual in nature, but that's what it says in the stipulations. And that's when they said they were making inquiries as to what was the age range for his sexual interests. So I just want you to understand that I'm listening to you, but I'm also, I've also reviewed the stipulations as well. So none of this is your fault. And your testimony gave me great insight to his medical issues, okay?
If I may add one more thing, Judge.
Sure.
I've had no contact with my niece nor her family since all this first came out.
Mhm.
But I still love her, I still care for her, and I do hope that she is getting some kind of counsel for it,
Because in the
I know
stipulations.
how drastic it is.
Yeah, because in the
I-
stipulations too, it says that he continued to reach out to her. And then there was some blocking going on. So I
That's
just
what I
want you to understand the full extent of things and everything that I'm considering, okay?
Yes,
But thank you so much for your testimony. I appreciate
Yes,
that.
thank you. God bless you.
Oh, thank you. God bless you too. Call your next witness.
Where are you? Yeah. Thanks.
Hello, could you raise your right hand for me, please? Do you solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you give will be the truth and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes, Judge.
All right, you can lower your hand, state your name for the record.
Rosemary Esparza.
All right, defense, you may proceed.
How do you know Robert Moreno and his mother?
He is my nephew and she is my sister.
Okay. Now, I don't think you could hear from back there, but we were talking about things that I've talked to y'all about, both of you about previously, about how can we give some type of reassurance to the judge with regard to controlling this contact and with anyone. You understand what I'm talking about, remember?
Yes.
We discussed it more than once, last time in the witness room a few weeks ago. She was talking about, his mother was talking about monitoring, and we realized that it's something that would require more or less 24 hours supervision. You know what I'm talking about?
Yes.
Can you talk to the judge a little bit about your ability to be a part of that, and maybe what your hours could be, what you've talked about with your sister about what needs to be done to make sure this doesn't ever happen again with anyone?
Judge, basically, she clarified everything. I know we're not above the law, no one is, but I do pray for my nephew and my niece.
Do you, excuse me for interrupting, do you work?
Yes, I work at night
Okay,
and my sister works in the day.
okay, so
We,
I'm sorry, just to take it from that point. We were talking about a 24-hour day situation.
yes.
Do y'all live together?
No, but during the time before Robert Lewis got arrested, he was staying with me. He
Okay,
was living with me. My sister would come and stay with us. And we've talked about it. If it came down to it, that I would be willing to open my home to them.
okay. So are there any children in your home?
No,
Okay,
there's no children, no internet.
so it would be the three of y'all, Robert, your sister and you, or do you have a husband, or how does that work?
And my father,
Your father, okay. So you work at night. What kind of work do you do?
I'm a housekeeper,
Okay.
hospital,
At where would that?
Santa Rosa,
Where?
Santa Rosa,
The Santa Rosa Hospital? Okay, thank you. How long have you been doing that?
9 years.
9 years. So that's from what time roughly in the evening do you start and when do you get off?
I start at 3 and I finish by 11:30.
Okay, so 3 PM and that's in the afternoon,
Yes,
11:30 PM at night, right
Yeah.
before midnight?
Right.
Okay. And so you could come back home after that and monitor Robert and make sure, like you said, there's no internet and he has no phone. Is that correct?
correct.
Okay, so he would be cared for, and his medical condition is something that you have probably been aware of for his whole life too, correct?
Yes, correct.
What would that be? What is his medical condition? You understand it?
Yes, I understand it. He has spinal bifida.
And that is something that he was born with, or did it?
Yes, sir. He was
Okay.
born with spinal
So his whole life he's been in the
wheelchair bound.
condition that he's in now, except he's had different medical issues come up, I believe too, right?
He's always getting sick. My sister's always in the hospital with him.
Okay.
Mm.
So I'm not going to ask a lot more. I'm just trying to make sure that the judge knows it's the picture that, of what is visualized here, which sounds like the assurance that she's got that he's not going to be in a position, even if he wanted to do this again. And do you know, one more thing, do you know the niece that we're talking about here?
Yes, I do.
How do You know her very well or?
Very, very well.
Okay.
I practically raised her.
Okay. And you know about the facts of this case and you were surprised as well, I believe,
Yes.
correct?
Yes.
Okay. Now, as Robert goes forward, we hear about things like bed sores or whatever. You sound like you might be familiar with that if you work at Santa Rosa, right?
Yes.
And you've been involved in, as a housekeeper, are you involved in helping people in a nursing situation or just what is the extent of your duties at Santa Rosa, just briefly?
No, so it's just securing, the safety for
Okay.
patients and.
Okay. Do you deal with patients at all?
No,
Okay. But you're totally willing to help
yes.
in any way with Robert's medical conditions, no matter what they may be, even if it's,
Correct. I've helped out taking care of Robert.
Okay. Thank you. The judge may have some questions for you.
Any questions?
Nothing from the state.
All right, thank you
That's
so
all we
much
have,
for
Matt.
so much.
coming down.
Thank you.
So I want to let you know, I've heard everything that you've said, I've internalized it. And I'm considering everything and in reading stipulations. Even though he has these medical conditions, you're aware that according to the stipulations, he did engage in physical contact with her. And according to this, he also threatened, according to the stipulations, he threatened to go after her younger cousin if she didn't send him photos and if she didn't do other things. You're aware of that? Okay, all right. Thank you so much for coming in. I appreciate it. Yeah. Any other witnesses?
May I ask Mr. Reno to
Okay,
explain briefly?
all right. If you can unmute yourself, please. You want to raise your right hand?
I'm
You
sorry.
solemnly swear affirm the testimony you give would be the truth and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, you can lower your hand, state your name for the record.
My name is Robert Moreno.
All right, defense, you may proceed.
Thank you. Robert, you've been listening to your mother here today. And how do you feel about you've admitted that you by entering a plea, even though it may be no contest, you've admitted that you've done these things.
Yes,
correct?
I'm on a case from like 2004.
Correct.
But I got like 20 months left on parole.
Do you feel like that you did something wrong that you shouldn't do again? Can you hear me?
I do. I'm deeply ashamed.
19 or 20.
I can promise I won't do anything like this again.
See, they take time when they.
Do you have?
I'm sorry, you're breaking up a little.
Okay, well. hmm.
No, like I said,
Robert, with regard to being on probation, is there anything you'd like to say to the judge before she makes her decision about why you should have a chance to be on probation? Will this ever happen again? Are you sorry? Tell her what you think about everything that's going on here in your life with regard to this offense.
Right. Well, as I said, I am deeply ashamed of my actions. I was young. I was very dumb. I made mistakes, and like I said, I'm ashamed of my actions. I feel for my family as well. As they said, this came to a shock to them, and I apologize to them, for putting them in this position. I want to thank my family for standing by me through this situation as well. As for your consideration for probation, I appreciate you taking into consideration everything, Judge. As my family said, they would set up a scenario where I would be under their supervision practically 24 hours a day, no internet, no phone, no way of contacting
Robert,
victim or anyone that could be a victim. Yes, sir.
Robert, with regard to your medical condition, kind of on a timeline going forward and using the past as a reference point, are you receiving the kind of care in the jail that you had received before you were put in jail?
Not to the extent that I was previously to jail, no.
What, without getting into
I have been
details,
receiving care, but it hasn't been.
pardon?
Oh, if you could repeat that last answer, sir?
As
Well, like,
I
let me
haven't-
ask it again. Are you receiving the kind of daily care or whatever is required that you were receiving outside? Are you getting the same kind of care and attention as you were in jail with regard to your medical needs?
Not to the extent that I was before being arrested.
What, on a weekly basis, just a kind of an overview, do you need something done every day with regard to you being assisted in your wheelchair since you're paralyzed?
Yes.
Is that happening? I'm sorry.
I use stuff catheter.
I understand. It's okay to talk. We need to know.
Catheters. I use them daily, in and out catheters.
Okay.
I also and sometimes those the nurse will skip a day, won't be able to supply them for that day, or I'll ask and they'll get busy. So usually I won't. Every once in a while, I won't get what the materials that I need in order to make sure that I can remain healthy.
Is it harder in jail, just taking away the fact that you're in jail, is the medical attention, is it less than you received on the outside, even though they try to keep up with what's your needs are?
Yes, I understand that they have other inmates and other patients that they have to tend to, so the amount of care that I receive personally is not to the extent that I received before jail.
Okay, I know you're getting medication. I've checked on that, correct?
Yes.
I'm talking about other types of things such as cleaning and the like, medical attention.
Yes,
That's good or bad?
It's not to the extent that I wish it would be, the way that it was before.
Not the same as with your mother and your aunt.
Correct. My family was much more thorough, and they would be able to be more thorough and keep my health in tip-top shape.
Thank
Whereas
you.
here, I would just like to mention that I've had several breakdowns, not just the one that my mother knows about. So I've been receiving wound care here and there throughout the 8 months that I've been here.
It was just a request, like a little request.
Do you require outside doctor care that you have or have not received?
Yes, I have a well, like I said, my mother said I have the VP shunt in my head. If that were to break down, or if that were to be damaged, I would need surgery for that. On top of that, any wound care, we would have nurses that would come and supply the medical equipment and show my mother how to dress a
Okay.
wound.
Now, the BP, what is it? Just real quickly, what does that mean?
So it's from the hydrocephalus. I don't know what the acronym for VP stands for, but basically it's a catheter that goes from the brain down into my stomach, and it allows the fluid to flow properly. Without it,
Okay.
my head would swell up and cause headaches and eventually death.
Okay, so this has to do with fluid from the brain that has to be removed or what?
It has to flow throughout the body, otherwise it would swell in the brain.
Okay, otherwise the brain swells?
Yes,
And you've had that at least once in your life already, right? Done
I believe I've had 2 replacements so far.
2?
I believe so.
Okay, it's called a stent, right?
I believe so.
Okay, do they drain it at the jail or how does a stent usually means something is inserted or drained?
So it doesn't need to be drained. What it does is it flows through in and out. And as long as it isn't damaged and there's no leakage, then there's no need to drain it.
Okay,
But if there was damage to the shunt, then drainage would be necessary. And then
Okay.
surgery as well.
Robert, there's a gentleman standing over to the on your screen. He's from the DA's office. He's not Mr. Wright, who you've met, but he might
Right.
want to ask you some questions on behalf of the DA's office, okay?
Okay.
All right, so answer his questions
appropriately. Thank you.
Yes, sir.
Pass the witness.
I've never had a.
Mr. Marino, before your arrest, where were you receiving most of your medical care?
My old keeps pushing. Keep adding
Mr.
that
Moreno?
time you do on the streets, add it back on, you know, I'm like.
Can you hear me?
I've had a felony since 2004.
I apologize.
All
you
right,
were
Mr.
breaking up, sir.
Moreno, the question from the
I'm glad you
state
know, I'm glad
was,
y'all done it.
before you were arrested, where were you receiving your medical care?
I was my primary care physician is Dr. Federico Prado. I was receiving care from his office as well as partially through wound care center. Whenever I had a breakdown, they would help us out with that.
And what hospital were you going to for treatment when you needed?
And for the hospitals, I was going to Baptist Hospital.
Okay. And you understand that in the jail, you have a right to the medical care for any
Yes.
issues. Okay. Just going to the facts of this case, I know you stipulated the evidence in the case. And that evidence alleges that you touched your cousin when she was very young, correct?
Right.
On multiple occasions. Correct?
I don't recall.
More than one occasion?
Multiple occasions, but if that's what it says, then.
And well, you would have the best,
I don't
you have
remember.
to be the best person to know that information, correct?
You know, like I said, I'm from Houston. I'm
Correct.
from Harris County, so.
And how old was your cousin when this occurred?
3 sisters.
From my understanding, she
3
was
brothers.
on the age of 13. But the stipulations state otherwise, so.
So you disagree with that aspect of the stipulations?
Correct.
Okay, and how old were you at the time?
Roughly 20,
Last year.
22.
And then you've also
Within that
stipulated
range.
that you engaged with her online, correct?
Correct.
I just got.
And
I got
how old
into
was
it
she
on
when that
Wednesday.
occurred?
Thanks, Lord.
To my understanding, around the age of 13 as well.
Go get an address.
And so it was around the same time?
Didn't do it. And, you know,
Yes.
everything just blew up.
Okay.
I was
And
really
your
moving too fast, trying to get into a
your
relationship.
position is that you did not
I
send
just
any
wanted to get
photographs
some
to
of
her,
last
but
year
that she
married
sent
in
photographs to
February.
you. Is that my
Everything.
understanding?
Over to.
Correct.
And why would
Yes,
she
that
do
is
that?
correct.
Why would she do that?
I was, for the last time, 5 years, I took 6 class, drug treatment, and I
I
successfully completed
basically convinced her to do so.
like I said, I came out running, man.
She, I guess,
I
felt
was in trouble
like it was
trying to move out.
necessary. Otherwise, she might get in trouble, or I'd tell
Yeah.
someone. I'm not sure.
That was
Okay, so
700.
you're the one that made her do that.
I got
Yes.
2 more times to take the test.
And did you threaten her as the
So I
stipulations
came out running. I had a job that
detail?
No, I didn't threaten her.
Positive, no. But when you
Okay,
hang
so
with
that
the
would be,
wrong
if
people,
she
guess
said
what?
that, she would not be telling the truth.
You
Correct.
And guess what? I've
Do you
had
realize
two
the
like-
emotional harm and trauma that you've inflicted on this young woman?
I do.
I blame me.
And
So-
do you have any children, Mr. Marino?
No,
You know,
I do
I
not.
understand why.
If you did have a
understand.
daughter and this happened to her, would you think that probation would be appropriate for someone that had done that to her at that age?
To get where I'm at now.
Okay, pass
Not
the rest.
necessarily.
All right, any other questions?
No, Your Honor.
All right, thank you, Mr. Moreno.
All
All right, any other witnesses for either side?
No, Your Honor.
All right, in cause number 2025 CR 008203, the court will find you guilty, sentence you to 13 years in the prison, give you credit for any time served. There's a $1,000 fine, time and money to run concurrent. This is run concurrent with 2025 CR 008569. There's to be Chapter 62 compliance. There's to be no contact with minors, no residing in household with minors, and no contact with the complainant. And cause number 2025 CR 008569, the court is finding you guilty. The court will sentence you to 13 years in the prison, give you credit for any time served. There's a $1,000 fine, time and money to run concurrent. This will run concurrent with 2025 CR 008203. There's to be Chapter 62 compliance, no contact with the complainant, no residing in household with minors, no contact with minors. Is there anything else with regards to sentencing?
No, Your Honor.
And each cause number, did you review the trial court certification of defendant's rights to appeal with your attorney? Did you understand it and sign it? Mr. Moreno?
Yes, Your Honor.
Because
Just
these are plea
guards.
bargaining agreements, because I followed your plea bargaining
You
agreement,
sit
and
me
because you
down,
waived your
sit me
right.
down and tell me, look, I got a better thing for you
Yeah.
than what you end up
Because
screaming.
these are felony convictions, you're not allowed to own or possess any weapons or ammunition. If you have a question over what a weapon or ammunition is, you'll need to speak to an attorney. We can go off the record. So I want you to know, Mr. Moreno, your attorney did a great job for you. I did take into
So that I
consideration
see, I never involved myself in
the
it, so I
medical
stayed on
issues that you
other
have. That is the reason why I didn't ask either party why I should accept your plea bargaining agreement. So good luck to you, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, the court is calling 2025 CR 0015, 1454, State versus Dejanay Miller, Havana. Can I have parties approach and announce for the record, please?
Jody Sawyer's for the defense.
And are you Dejanay?
Yes.
I'm sorry, Dejanay Miller, Havana?
Yes.
All right. All right, you entered a plea in this case, and the court has previously stated on the record what the plea bargain agreement consisted of. Where we left off, the court asked if all parties had a chance to review the PSI report. And defense, have you had a chance to review the PSI report?
I have.
State,
Yes, Your Honor.
any corrections to the PSI report?
I have no corrections to the PSI report. I do need to follow up on one thing after the statement.
All right, any corrections to the PSI report? All right, any witnesses from either side?
Yes, Your Honor. State has 3 witnesses.
All right,
So first state calls Katherine Miller.
Debbie. Oh, no, that's that right. I'm sorry, I need to correct it.
That's what I was gonna talk to you about. Give me fill another one.
No, you're good. I corrected it.
Perfect. Then I don't need to go back in.
Sure. Yeah. Could you raise your right hand for me, please?
Sure.
Do you solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you give will be the truth and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, you can lower your hand, state your name for the record.
My name is Kateri Miller, first name Kateri, last name Miller.
All right, you may proceed. All right, guys in the box, if you could whisper. All right, you may proceed.
Ms. Miller, how are you presently employed?
I am currently employed by the City of Converse Animal Care.
What is or do you have any training and experience relating to animal cruelty?
Yes, I am a nationally certified animal cruelty investigator through the University of Missouri. I've worked in animal care and control, and specifically as an animal cruelty investigator for 11 years.
Do you have any continuing education in this area as well?
I have continuing education for the Texas Department of State Health Services as an animal control officer.
Do you have any training and experience relating to the discipline of animals?
Yes, as far as what could be acceptable or determined to be cruel treatment.
Are there preferred? I don't know. So with discipline, right, you said that there was acceptable. What is it? What is acceptable discipline mean?
Corrections that would not cause any physical harm to the animal.
So what would be an example of unacceptable discipline?
Excessively hitting your dog or cat or animal to punish it.
Generally speaking, in your training and experience, do discipline methods depend on the age of an animal? Or may they?
Potentially, younger animals that are in development are more susceptible to injury or so having even accidentally hit an animal could cause an injury for puppies or kittens, for example.
And then do methods of discipline depend on the size of the animal?
Not necessarily.
Officer Miller, how did you get involved in this case?
At the time of the incident, which was in January 17th, 2025, I was employed by the City of San Antonio's Animal Care Services as an animal cruelty investigator. I was working on a scheduled day of work when I received an email sent to the Cruelty Investigations Department containing a video which was linked to a report that was made through the city call center or 311.
Did you watch that video?
I did watch that video.
What did you observe in that video?
I observed a 45-second clip of a young adult female African-American woman on a balcony of a higher story multi-unit structure hitting a small breed or small breed size or sized dog multiple times with an object that appeared to be leash-like. In the video, the woman is seen striking at the dog 17 times, 15 of which while she was holding the canine, 2 of which were at the end whenever the canine had been released.
You said she was holding the canine. Could you tell where she was holding the canine?
It appeared in one part of the video to be by the canine's head or muzzle, which would be called the snout, as well as forelimbs. It was kind of hard to see exactly because there was a pop-up crate or carrier that obstructed some of the view.
Did you ever come into contact with this animal?
I did that evening, yes, ma'am.
Why did you come into contact with that animal?
So after I observed the video and I determined in my professional opinion as it being excessive and to be found to be animal cruelty, which is causing unjustifiable pain and suffering to a non-domestic animal, I went and obtained a warrant to remove the animal from the owners or the suspect's custody.
So you removed from her custody and you came into contact with the animal. Can you please describe the size of the animal?
The size of the animal was very small. It was under 3 pounds at the time of the incident because we took it in for an examination at night. But it was very small, easily to be picked up.
Do you know the age of the animal?
I believe he was a 3-month-old miniature or toy poodle.
Generally in your training and experience, are there behavioral manifestations exhibited by an animal when they are experiencing pain?
I'm sorry, could you ask the question again?
Of course. So in your training and experience, do animals manifest when they are experiencing pain?
Yes, they can.
How can they do that?
They can do it by crying out, limping, acting abnormally for that specific animal. But at the same time, they often mask pain as well. So you may not know that an animal is exhibiting pain all the time.
In the video that you observed, did you see any of these manifestations?
Yes, there were times in the video, for example, you could hear the puppy whimper and the woman in the video tell the dog to shut up. And then at the end, whenever they went to strike at the dog while it was loose, the dog screamed out as if it was in pain and fear.
So based on your investigation, did you develop an opinion as to whether the puppy in this case was tortured?
Yes, I did.
What is that opinion?
My opinion is that it was tortured. The individual was seen striking at the dog with a good amount of force, and in a 45-second time frame, 17 times. It was definitely excessive and appeared to be.
I pass the witness.
All right, defense.
Yes, okay, Ms. Miller, or is it Miss Miller?
Yes.
And you stated that the discipline methods don't depend on size, correct?
I mean, not necessarily. I would say that that type of discipline against a larger dog would be unacceptable.
Okay, and so you would agree with me that you have knowledge of the law, right, in this particular statute, and that she has been charged with torturing non-livestock.
Correct.
Okay, but you also deal with livestock cases as well.
I've worked with livestock, wildlife, exotics. Yes, ma'am.
In livestock, the definition, the torture definition under livestock and non-livestock is the exact same. you can't, the definition is to not cause unjustifiable pain or suffering, correct?
Correct, but there are different acceptable means for livestock and domestic animals. Unfortunately, domestic animals are protected more.
Well, so the statute itself does not distinguish in regards to torture between livestock and non-livestock. The definition of torture is causing an animal unjustifiable pain.
Your Honor, I would object
suffering.
because that's not the verbatim statement of the law.
That-
that she
All right, so
claims.
here's what I want to tell everybody. You all have entered into a plea bargain agreement. If questions are being asked to try this case, then you all should not have entered into a plea bargain agreement. And what I'm saying goes for both the state and the defense. Then you all shouldn't have entered into a plea bargain agreement. You all should have went to jury trial. If there is a foundation that somebody's trying to lay that this law may or may not be unconstitutional, that's not what the trial court hears. I don't hear whether a law is unconstitutional or not. You need to take that up to the appellate section and how the laws are written. My only job is to follow the law as written. And I want to remind both parties, I read the stipulations because I read the stipulations when y'all entered into the plea bargain agreement. I've seen the video. I've seen the video because y'all included in the stipulations. So I want everybody to understand, I remember what's in the stipulation. I remember what's in the video. So with that being said, go forth with your questions.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Yes.
So my point is though, that the definition is not different, correct? For livestock versus non-livestock.
They're just under different statutes, so I'm not sure what the.
Okay, and so it's the same. So you would agree with me that there is, in your profession, you use this kind of personal decision on what is justifiable and unjustifiable, correct?
I do not, I use my expert opinion, not my personal. I don't include any of my bias. I looked at everything at an objective standpoint.
Okay, and you suggest that striking an animal 15 times, 15 to 17 times, potentially, is torture, correct?
With force, yes.
Okay, and this was a flaccid leash that you observed, correct?
It's a leash-like item, yes.
Okay, and so you would agree with me that you don't go down to the racetrack and arrest people when they beat those horses in the races with a hard crop.
So what is
15
acceptable for horses and horse racing is not the same as what's acceptable for domesticated animals.
Okay, but that is not in the law, correct? The law doesn't say it's different, justifiable for a livestock as it is, there's a different definition. There's no different definition for torture.
I'm not sure how trying to justify that for this case or what the point is.
The point is that our society routinely,
All right, so let me stop everybody there. There needs to be question and answer. So if you can answer the question, please answer the question. If you cannot answer the question, then you cannot answer the question.
I'll ask the question, sorry.
No problem.
You agree with me though, that you don't arrest people at the racetrack when they are beating their horses with a hard crop, correct?
If there's no evidence that cruelty existed, no.
And have you ever arrested any of them? Have you ever seen a case where they've been arrested and charged with torture?
No, ma'am.
Now, let's talk about, you say that this was, you wrote a report and you did, your report contains that there was no bodily injury found to the animal, correct?
That's correct.
All right, and that just in case the animal was feeling pain, that they administered some, I guess it would be like Tylenol type substance to the dog.
It was chlorpropane, as Tylenol is toxic to dogs.
I apologize. It would have been some type of pain medication, despite the fact that you even indicated in your report, it was unclear whether the dog was in pain or not.
That's correct.
So, you would agree with me that when you show up to get the dog, from the residence of Miss Miller, that, the dog is, in a very nice little crate. correct? It's the pop-up crate?
It was contained in the restroom, not inside of the crate.
Okay, but, clean area?
The area was clean, yes.
Okay, pee pad was there?
Yes.
Toys?
I believe so. I can't recall.
And the dog's active and when you walk in?
Yes, correct.
And you would agree with me that in your report, and nor on the video camera, does it note any kind of concern with how the animal's walking?
I did not observe any abnormalities, no.
Okay, and, the animal was happy to see you,
Yes.
allowed you to pick it up?
Yes, ma'am.
You didn't indicate in your report that the animal was running from you or afraid of you?
That's correct.
Okay. Now, in regards to your report, you also put that it may have been struck. You could not tell if the dog was actually struck.
I could tell it was struck. I could not tell if it was struck every time that she struck at it.
Okay, so, there was on the 15 times that you claimed that she was holding the puppy or dog, that it was, the view was obstructed, correct?
Some of it was, yes.
Okay, and during those 15 times, you couldn't tell if it actually ever made contact with the dog.
There are times that where you could see the leash-like item, you could see it strike in the area where the dog was at, and you could hear it making physical contact with something. So, believe it.
You believed it, but you don't know because you couldn't see it in the video. You're just jumping to that conclusion.
Not necessarily, no.
Well, you can't tell if it hit you would agree that the crate, there was a crate, there's a pop-up crate that was, that houses like a kennel that was blocking the view of the dog.
In some of it, yes.
Okay, in the 15 times that you broke it up into 15 versus two additional times for a total of 17, right?
I can't say that it was fully obstructed, for all 15.
Okay. I pass the witness.
Any further questions?
Not for this witness, Judge.
All right, thank you. You may be excused. State call your next witness.
State calls Reina Rubio, excuse me. That's Raena.
All right. Are they going to?
Yeah, our advocate went together, sorry, Judge.
Thank you. Hello.
Hi.
Hi, could you raise your right hand?
Yes.
Do you solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you give will be the truth and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes.
All right, you can lower your hand, state your name.
My name is Reina Rubio, or Reina Gale, sorry.
All right, state you may proceed.
Hello, how did you become familiar with Thanos?
I had seen a video of, do you want me to state like the Facebook group and everything?
Just answer what's being asked of you and we'll break everything.
Okay. I was on Facebook and I had seen a video of Thanos getting struck again on his outside porch. And then that's how I came to know him.
Okay, so you said on Facebook, where was this video posted?
It was posted in the Doodles of San Antonio Facebook group.
Are you a member of that group?
Yes, ma'am.
Why are you a member of that group?
Just because I'm a dog groomer, so I get a lot of clients through that platform.
When you saw the video, did you watch it?
Yes, I did.
What did you observe in that video?
I observed.
Your Honor, I'm gonna object to this line of questioning and the relevance of this witness. We've already admitted the video. It's in the purview of the judge to review the video. She's no more qualified to review the video than the judge or the trier of fact.
All right, so what's your legal objection?
Is relevance.
Sustain.
Okay, Miss Rubio, did you ever come into contact with Miss Miller?
No, the only form that we spoke through was her Ring door camera, but I never saw her like face to face.
But you did communicate with her?
Yes, that's
Why
correct.
did you communicate with her?
I wanted to see if I could, I guess, take Thanos from her, buy him from her. And she actually did agree to that.
Did you offer her money for Thanos?
Yes.
How much did you offer her?
It was 300 at first. And then we agreed to that. And then she had given me her number, saying that she was at work and that she would, she asked me to text her. And once she got home, she would text me a time to meet up for me to adopt Thanos. She said she was at work, so she would let me know when she got home.
Do you recall the date that y'all communicated regarding the purchase of Thanos?
I think it was January 18th or 13th. I'm not sure. I know it was the beginning of January though.
So after y'all made this initial agreement, you stated you first offered $300, is that correct?
Yes, that's
And you
correct.
said that the price changed, is that also correct?
That is correct.
What did the price change to?
She said she had gotten Thanos for $1,000 and that he was an emotional support animal. And that he's updated on all his shots and everything. So she would take $750 minimum. And then so I said, let me see what I can do. And then so we agreed to that. But she had also stated that she had him posted on Craigslist for a while for 1,000.
And did you have the $1,000 to pay for the dog?
I did not.
So what did you do?
I had posted the video to my personal Facebook in hopes to raise money in order to get Thanos out of that home.
Did Miss
object to relevance?
Overruled.
Did Miss Miller ever ask you to take the post down?
Yes, she did. She said she would give me Thanos as long as if I took the post down.
Did you take the post down?
Once I did raise enough money, I did take it down. And then, it had gotten a lot of, I guess, a lot of people noticed it. And so a lot of other people were posting that video. And she would just wanted me to tell everyone to take it down.
And did you tell others to take the video down?
I didn't know anyone. It was a lot of random people posting it.
But did you know anybody that shared it personally?
Yes, not personally, but I know her. I work with her through a rescue. So yes, I do. Just one.
So, okay, so my question is, of the people that you were aware of or had prior experience with, did you ask them to take posts down on Miss Miller's request?
Yes, I did.
At any point with your conversations with Miss Miller, did she ask you to stop contacting her?
Yes.
When did she ask you to do that?
It was after Thanos was picked up by the Animal Care Services. Or actually it was before. She knew that Animal Care Services was going to go pick up the
Objection,
dog.
Your Honor.
And she,
Objection,
Yes.
that she has no way of knowing
What's your legal objection?
that she has no personal knowledge of what someone else believes.
All right, and so your legal objection?
Uh,
Is it hearsay?
Hearsay,
Sustain.
sorry.
No problem. It happens.
Did you continue contacting Miss Miller after she asked you to stop?
no, but she had contacted me.
Did you continue posting about her and or Thanos after she asked you to cease communication?
No.
At any point, did Miss Miller inform you that she was being threatened as a result of this video?
Yes.
What did you tell her in response to that?
I told her she could reach out to authorities if she really fears for her life, but I mean, it's honestly out of my control.
At any point, did you have malicious intent toward Miss Miller or her family?
No.
Did you wish ill will upon Miss Miller or her family?
No.
Did you agree with those that were threatening Miss Miller?
No.
So you thought it was unacceptable?
Yes.
At any point with your conversations with Miss Miller, did she ask you not to involve the police?
Yes. She was, whenever we first spoke through the Ring camera, she initially said that the police had been there, checked on Thanos, and that he's okay. And I said, well, if I can't see that he's doing well, and that she would, if I can't see that he's doing well, then I would have to call the police just to make sure that he's okay from that video I saw. and she said that she would sell me Thanos. She was very adamant about me not calling the police.
Pass the witness, Your Honor.
All right, defense.
Yes, so you're telling that your testimony today is that you post a video to make money off of the video of a animal that you claim was being harmed?
Not claiming it, there was video proof, and it was to raise money to adopt Thanos since she raised the price.
And so, how much money did you make off this video?
I didn't take any money actually, since she went ahead and gave up on contacting me for Thanos. I didn't collect any, but there were people willing to donate.
So you just said your testimony was that you had raised enough money.
There were people willing to give me money if I had Thanos, which I never even saw him. So I did not attain any money.
And you claim that the reason that you took down the video was because Miss Miller asked you to, correct?
Yes.
So you were aware that the video that you posted, that people were saying stuff so heinously as she needs to be gang raped.
I was not aware of that comment on my post.
Or
On-
that she needed to be killed.
Yeah, I was not aware of that being commented on my post, although I can't really control what other people say or do. Unfortunately, she decided to do this heinous act on her patio in public, and there's precautions for that, there's consequences for that.
And the point is though, is that you were aware that these threats were being made to her and you didn't take it down or try to diminish it at that point. It wasn't until you claimed you spoke to her and she asked you for her self-protection to take it down.
At the time, the first time, it was not for self-protection. She said, take it down. And this was before I was aware people were threatening her. She told me first to take it down because she didn't want it to get around because of her school and her job. She didn't want them to see it, and she would give me Thanos. So that's why I took it down.
I pass the witness, Your Honor.
Any other questions?
No, for this witness, Judge.
All right, thank you.
Thank you so
Call your
much.
next witness.
State calls Ethan Park.
If you raise your right hand for me, please. Do you solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you give will be the truth and nothing but the truth, so help you God? All right, you can lower your hand, state your name for the record.
Officer Park.
All right, state, you may proceed.
Thank you, Judge. Officer Park, how are you familiar with SAPD 250117779?
Recently familiar, ma'am, no.
Yeah, what case is that?
That'll be the case that we're covering, not an animal cruelty case.
What was your role in that case?
I simply provided with transport,
Okay, and that was transport when?
on the day of the incident.
Do you recall who you transported that day?
Yes, ma'am, it was Miss Savannah Miller.
Is Miss Havana Miller in the
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So in that case, you provided transport. Are your you were in your patrol unit, correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Is your patrol unit equipped with video capabilities?
Yes, ma'am.
To your knowledge, was it operational?
Yes, ma'am.
I hand you what will be marked as exhibit 2. This is the back seat. I hand you what's been marked as State's Exhibit 2. Do you recognize this?
Yes, sir.
What do you recognize it as?
Should be my dash cam.
To your
My
your-
patrol car.
to your patrol unit, and this is the events of January 18th, 2025.
Yes, ma'am.
Other than to comply with the rules of evidence, has it been altered or amended in any way?
No, ma'am.
At this time, Judge State would offer this to defense for objection.
Your Honor, I don't object.
At this time, Judge,
And what is exhibit number is that?
number 2, Judge.
All right, defense, I'm sorry, state's exhibit number 2 is admitted without objection.
Officer Park, when you transport people, do they make conversation with you?
Most times, no.
Most times, no.
Most times, no. No, you're.
Your Honor, before that's played, can I take a witness on voir dire to make sure that Miranda is? I was not aware that they were introducing videos today, but I just need to make sure there's no Miranda objection.
Well, we all have already admitted it into the evidence, so it's in evidence.
But it hasn't been viewed, and I would like to ask the court's indulgence to at least take him on voir dire to make sure that Miranda was read. And
Have you seen the video?
If I've seen, I didn't view it today, and I don't know, I don't believe Miranda.
And it has been, Miranda was issued by another officer that arrested her on the scene. He was merely the transporting officer to the magistrate's court.
If the state is representing that she's been Mirandized at this point, then I would draw my objection, but they're representing that since I was not aware we were doing videos today, I didn't go view any videos to make sure that what they're admitting is post Miranda.
All right, so you're withdrawing your objection?
If the state, are you saying that this is post Miranda?
Yeah, this is
Okay.
post Miranda.
Okay, then Your Honor, I would draw my objection if it's post
All
Miranda.
right, state, you may proceed.
Thank you, Judge.
All right, could you pause for a minute? Could you pause for 1 minute?
Yes, Judge.
All right, everyone else, you need to be back here at 1:30. All right, you can continue.
Officer, what song was playing in your patrol unit on January 18th?
That was a hip hop song. It's called Gang Gang by the rapper Moneybagg Yo.
So with me,
I'm sorry. I didn't know.
No, you're okay. It's called Gang Gang. Is the song title. So.
It's just hard to hear with that. I realize that. I pass the witness, Your Honor. No further questions.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.
Spence, I'm sorry, state, do you have any other witnesses?
No, Your Honor, that was blacklisted.
Spence, any witnesses?
Your Honor, at this time, I call Havana Miller.
All right. Can you raise your right hand? Do you solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you give will be the truth and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
I do.
All right, you can lower your hand. State your name for the record, please.
Havana Dujane Miller.
All right, defense, you may proceed.
I asked you if there was anything that you wanted to say to the court before you were sentenced, and you said that what was your response to that?
There is, that I do want to say something.
Okay, and this is your opportunity to speak to the judge. What would you like to say?
So, Your Honor, I would like to say that I completely understand that my actions were not okay. I did allow a moment of overwhelmed, being, frustrated to take over me. I do take this whole thing as a learning lesson, and I'm sorry that the puppy had to be part of this learning lesson, but I have learned to control myself,
to have more patience. I'm sorry to everyone involved, including the puppy, even the people that have been against me in this, social media, the people that came in today. I'm sorry that they had to see that side of me because I know that that's not who I am. And I'm sorry to my mom. I'm sorry to my family, my nieces and nephews that were threatened due to this. And I know that that's not something that I would ever do again. I'm not a troublemaker. I go to school, I go to work, and I spend time with my family. I'm not a danger to society. And again, I allowed a moment of frustration to take over me. And I'm sorry that I had to learn these things this way. It shouldn't have taken this. And I'm sorry that it did. And again, I'm sorry that the dog had to be part of this learning lesson for me.
Okay, and I'd also like to ask, you are employed right now, correct?
I am.
How many hours a week do you work?
Right now, I'm working 50 hours a week.
And in addition to being employed, are you going to school?
Yes, I am.
And what are you going to school for?
I just don't feel comfortable saying that
Oh.
only because of social media.
Okay.
But I would tell the judge, I could write it down.
No, it's okay. And in regards to that, are you currently taking classes?
I am.
Are you, the state has asked for a jail sanction. You're aware of that? And, you know, in regards to that jail sanction, is there a reason why you do not think that that would be appropriate here? Okay, and why is that?
Because like I said, I have learned this would be a major setback for me. I get all A's, I get A+, I have a 4.0 GPA. It would set me back on something that I know that I'm not gonna cause trouble. I'm not gonna cause trouble to anyone. And it would also set me back with my job. I need my job to pay for my school. So it would just set me back, and I'm not a danger to anyone.
And at this time, I'm gonna pass the witness, Shauna.
I have no questions for Ms. Miller, Judge.
I do.
Yes.
So, do you currently own any pets?
No, ma'am.
So tell me, what was going on in your life at that time that it came to this point?
At that time, and still to this day, I have been grieving. I'm grieving my dad. It's hard for me to talk about it and hold it in a lot. And again, that doesn't give me a reason to do that to the puppy. But I did allow it to take over me. I had been up all night, but trying to potty training, and I had got up again early that morning, and it just at that time, that's what was really, really heavy on my mind. Of course, there's other things, you know, but that's the main thing.
So did your father pass before or after you purchased this animal?
Before.
All right, so he passed before and you decide to take on a pet in your life. So I don't understand how you get to the point where you're hitting a puppy with a belt or a strap. I don't understand how you go from that to this, and it's a puppy.
Right.
And when puppies use the restroom inside the house, you know whose fault that is?
It's mine, but that was not the case.
So then why were you being frustrated with?
I was frustrated that morning because I had taken him out to use the restroom and it was really cold. Again, this is not his fault. It's mine. But he was doing that thing that dogs do, like when you're trying to get them, they're not ready to go inside, and he kept running away every time I would go towards him, running away and playing around. And I was personally not in a playing mood. And I took him upstairs. That's not when that happened. But then I was trying to leash train him, getting used to his leash. And I saw online that to leash train him, you can put the harness on them, put the leash on the door, so that way they can get used to it. Of course, giving them room to still walk, but right there. And I guess he had got frustrated with that and he did do that, and that was what caused me to do that. Again, if it's not a justifiable
So
reason.
why did you have him, how long did you have him
It was
on the
only-
leash on the door?
It was only about 30 minutes at that time.
And so you didn't notice that he was biting through the leash?
No, ma'am, because I was inside and he was on the balcony.
All right, so outside on the balcony, biting through his leash
His harness, yes, ma'am.
and his harness. I still don't understand how you go from that to striking a puppy.
Just allow.
So I'm trying to understand how you get to that point. First, you've taken on a puppy. Your father, as you stated, had already passed, but you decided to take this puppy on into your home.
Mhm.
And then we get to a point where you're striking a puppy on the balcony. I'm trying to figure out how you get to that point. Because puppies are going to do what puppies do. And when puppies come to you, if they're puppies, right? Depending how soon they were taken away from their mothers, usually they come to you and they're not trained. So you took on a puppy that wasn't trained. I still don't understand how you get to the puppy bites through the leash, and you're saying it took 30 minutes for him to bite through the leash. So you had the puppy outside on the balcony in the cold, because you said it was cold outside, strapped by a leash,
But-
and he bites through the leash. So I'm trying to understand. Because I will tell everybody, I'm inclined to follow the agreement that you've reached. Now I'm trying to consider, because the state is asking for jail time. So I'm trying to weigh things here, because my intention, if I'm placing somebody on probation, I'm not trying to ruin their life where they can't go to school or they lose their job. But rehabilitation sometimes is just not rehabilitation. Sometimes it's punishment thrown in, right? And it appears that your punishment may be, the fact that you're on probation. And I have to make a consideration whether I give you deferred or give you a conviction. All right, so that's what I'm trying to understand. How did you get to that point? Because you're saying it's cold outside, but you have a puppy on the balcony. And how big was this puppy? Is it one of those puppies that sit in your hand?
He wasn't that small, but like they said, he was about 3 pounds.
All right, so how small?
He was like-
All right, so you have a puppy who's sitting on the balcony in the cold, strapped to a door or whatever, because you say you're trying to teach him how to be on a leash.
Again, I got that from online. It wasn't punishment. I was genuinely.
Oh, no,
just
I
trying to
understand
teach him.
I understand you're saying you got that online, but I'm trying to get to the point of you place him on the balcony. He's been running outside playing around. You don't have time to play. You got other things on your mind. You just want that puppy. Do your business for the love of all that's holy. And I'm taking you inside. And I don't know, maybe puppy's yapping around in the house. And then you're like, you know what? Go out on the balcony, learn to be on a leash.
So outside on the balcony, I did have his crate with blankets. Whenever I would go out there, he felt warm. He wasn't shivering or anything.
Mhm.
But to answer your question, Your Honor, getting to that point, I would just felt overstimulated. I felt frustrated, and I just, at that point, I just let my emotions get the best of me at that point. I do feel that from January to now, I have changed. I'm not saying I'm a completely new person just yet, but I have learned to control my emotions better. Don't just get angry so quickly, or, actually speak about what's going on in my mind, so that way I don't hold it in and things like that happen where I lash out. And I allowed that to happen.
All right, and what is this about the witnesses testifying that they wanted to buy the dog from you and then you're increasing the price? What's that about?
So that was because when she came to my door on the Ring doorbell, I did say, as she said, that 2 cops had already came and checked on the dog and he was completely fine. She mentioned, well, I don't feel comfortable. I'm not going to be able to sleep tonight if you don't give me the dog. And I'm saying basically that's my dog. I don't have to give you the dog just because you want my dog. And so long story short, I was, frightened by the fact that she was threatening with the police. So I said, okay, well, if you don't get police involved, because I knew she had a video and she had it posted on her Facebook. At the time, I didn't know it was her Facebook. She just told me that she saw it on this neighborhood website or neighborhood app. And she told me that she saw the video online. I was asking, well, how did you even find me? And she said that she looked at the balconies and she did see the dog out there on the balcony.
Let's get to the money, the exchanging of money or not exchanging of money.
The money
The
part.
witness testified, and you can correct me if I'm wrong, right? But I recall the witness testifying that you all had maybe agreed on a price. Then after you agreed on the price, then you upped the price. And then
Yes.
she said she had to post some video in order to raise funds so that she could purchase the dog. So let's
Yes.
talk about that.
Okay, that did happen. And she did offer me 300 because like I said, I was frightened that the police were going to come. So I was willing at that point to do that. But then I thought about it and I said, I didn't want to just give up my dog. I did love my dog. And
So then why did you increase the price?
because I felt that if I had paid $1,000 just to get him, I had done the shots and everything for him. He was up to date on everything. I had bought him, all the supplies that he needed at home, food, things like that. So I just felt if she really wanted the dog, then she could at least pay the minimum price of him, which was $1,000 to get him.
All right, and did you talk to family members about what was going on in regards to this case and what was going on in your life?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you tell them, hey, I need some help? Can anybody take the dog?
No, I did not. I don't have people that I believe would have been willing to do that.
Okay. All right, any other questions?
have a couple of follow-up questions.
Sure.
Okay, your dad, you say passed away after you got the dog? Before, how long before?
2 years.
2 years, okay.
Not even like almost 2 years at that time.
Do you know what the date was that he passed away?
He passed away June 17th of 2023. No,
Of
yeah,
2023?
June 17th of 2023. Sorry, it was because he was brain dead and then they donated his parts, so he wasn't actually dead.
Okay, and so, did you adopt the dog or get the dog as a way to cope with any kind of mental health issues?
I did, yes.
And during this time period, were you getting much sleep when you had the dog?
I wasn't.
How long did you have the dog?
About a month or 2 months.
Okay, and so you were a month or two with no sleep, correct?
Mhm.
At this time. Do you think that your lack of sleep and your mental health situation put you in a position to not use better judgment?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. At this time, Your Honor, I pass the witness.
All right, so I can tell you your versions of events, and I understand what you're saying, and maybe you just skipped over a little bit. In the PSI, your versions of events are, I was tired and let my emotions get the best of me. I was at home at the apartment. I had just been up early as I had a late night. I was trying to potty train a pet that was involved in this case. I saw the dog's harness. I got them. I had taken them out and they didn't go. They had an accident. I got upset as the new harness was chewed up. All right. Is there any other questions? Any other witnesses?
I don't have any other questions.
All right. I'll have you all come back at 1:30 and I'll make my decision at that time.
Okay.
All right. Thank
And,
you.
Your Honor, I would like to, at least have an opportunity to make a close.
No, you all will have an
Okay,
opportunity.
thank you.
Thank you.